series for everyone, and it's called NCHANZPLACE Project Neverland. So in this series, we will be showcasing different collectors around the world, not just their collection, but also how they set up their collection. And basically, we all know as collectors that we have the Zen area that we prepare everything and we set up the lighting, set up the cabinets and everything else so that our pieces will line up, and when we come back from home, visit there in that Zen area, or what I call a Neverland, and become like the kid that we once before. So it's like showing off not just the collection but also the cabinets, how you set it up, the lighting, if you have automation, special features in your displays, and basically also how to keep your switch outs, keep your boxes, and also basically how you can evolve also your collection eventually, because this is also quite helpful for the new collectors on how they get tips or how they follow some footsteps, because I've seen in pictures in forums in the collector community, there are a lot of guys who does also customs so for their cabinets. At least we get some idea from those as well. So like I said, it's a showcase of collectors around the world, wherein they show us our or their setup, and for us also to enjoy and learn. So let's get it started. So for our first Neverland is from Blue from the Philippines, and he has this gorgeous setup, really nice. I think this is the second floor of his house, wherein he has this honeycomb custom cabinets. I think this area is like a pathway, a hallway towards the balcony, and it's really nice thing that when you pass it by, you really see his collection, and it has a really nice mood because of the lighting. And I also really like the honeycomb design because it separates one collectible to the other, and it also highlights it really nicely because of the lighting, as you can see in these pictures. The lighting is really gorgeous. It really adds the mood to this place, especially in the honeycomb area side. And well done for Blue on this one. And as you can see, his shelves also has the lighting. I think the lights are embedded on the shelf. I think in the back part you see the glow is coming from the back. It's really nicely done. I really like this kind of lighting because it highlights the top and the bottom part of your collectible. As you can see, the Iron Man glows really nicely. The drawback is actually the lights on top is quite dark, and it doesn't actually it only shows more or emphasizes more on the middle shelf. So as you can see as well, he has tons of 1/6 scale from different types. I also like he has classic pieces like Mazinger, Voltron, Voltis 5, Dymus, really nice pieces for me as well. And he also has this design. He sent it to me, really nicely done. I do believe that it's not just the aesthetics, but it also is very functional. As you can see, he has shelves wherein later you will see where he places his boxes. And what is also functional is that in the Philippines, it has earthquakes. I think this honeycomb will reduce the shaking of the cabinets as well. And he also finds a way to hide his wires, which is very important for me because I like lighting, and wires are very distracting to my collection. So to add it off, like I said, he has found a way, because of very good design, he has found a way to hide the boxes. And this is very important because he collects 1/6 scale, and sometimes if you want to change the clothing or change the the accessories or change the pose, you can actually just open your shelves and it's there already, and it's just within your grasp with your collection. So this is Blue and his collection, his gorgeous honeycomb setup. And I really like the ambience. It doesn't just have this aesthetics, it doesn't just have how it looks like, but it's very functional, really nicely done. I really love it. I hope I can have this kind of setup. It really saves space. At the same time, it also showcases your collection. The next Neverland is a setup from Jason from Australia, and he has this IKEA besta lineup and with an IKEA dioder for the lighting. I also like how he adds a glass background in one of the shelves. I hope he can add all glass backgrounds, that would be very nice because it really emphasizes also the back side of the collection, and it also adds lighting because the light from top really bounces to your collection, and it makes your collection pop out as well. It really is a very good touch. And also importantly, the lighting, as you notice, the Hellboy looks really damn good with that lighting. It really adds the drama as well. And he has the TV. I guess this is a man cave setup that he has here. He also has the glass custom cabinets, I guess. The sad thing is the wires are dangling, but it's well compensated with the beer tower as well, and then that's really a nice touch for it. So the main attraction for his collection is the DC line from Sideshow Collectibles, and he is putting on the custom cape for Superman, Batman, and also Wonder Woman. With these custom capes, you can actually save space and you can easily line up your collection, like this one. With the original one, it's quite hard because the cape was all over the place. This one is really space saving. Really good, a really nice touch as well. I really like the custom cape for the Batman also. And in the lower side is actually dark side. There's logo at the back. I think it's creeping at the back, and I think there's a Sinistro. I really like how the dark side is holding the cape as well, and it still has enough space to add more villains. Some of the boxes, he actually places them underneath one of the shelves. I do suggest that these boxes, if they're the art boxes, he arranged them well. I think it would also look really nice. Right now, it even already looks really nice. I think he just needs to remove those shipper ones and put only the art boxes. In terms of space, I think he still has lots. I think he can still evolve his collection. He's evolving to Marvel as well. I think he has few now. I do think he can put big like XM pieces here as well, because XM pieces always consume a lot of real estate. So this is Jason's Neverland. A lot of potential to evolve his collection. I think I really like the DC line from Sideshow Collectibles. I hope he continues this line, and I think he also has a potential to evolve his Marvel line as well. I do hope he tidies up the wiring in his set, and I hope the next time he shows the pictures, there's some beer in his beer tower. The next Neverland is from Ode from the US, and he has a very impressive collection setup, and I hope I can pronounce his name correctly. So he has this panoramic view of his entire collection. I really like that because I also wanted to have this kind of setup as well. Because you can easily arrange your collection easily. I also like how he has art prints behind, really nice, and I also like the pedestals having this light up in the flooring, and it's also has a layered touch to it, wherein it elevates the back pieces in his collection as well. He also has this Spider-Man line with all the villains and Spider-Man, and most of it is 1/4 scale. I really like the Craven in the middle with the classic look, a really nice touch for the custom. And I think he needs to have the Green Goblin 1/4 scale to complete this piece and also add more villains from the Spider-Verse. In his DC line, what catches my attention right away is the custom Wonder Woman. This is actually really nice. This is the first time I've seen this custom Wonder Woman. It looks really good, and I think this newest addition is the Cheetah. This is recently released from Sideshow, and also the Bane. The Bane is look really nice in person. This is one of my favorites as well in the recent releases from Sideshow. So he also has a Marvel villain line, and what normally catches our attention right away is the Daniel Bell Magneto. This was recently released, and this is really impressive. It really looks like it's hovering. I also like that he has the Galactus maquette. It is an old or classic piece from Sideshow, and this is also one of my favorites. So with regards to the evolution of this setup, it seems like before he's also using the IKEA bestas, and now he's using these layered pedestals, and it also has a very nice floor lighting. He seems to have enough space for more. As you can see in the rightmost, there's still Ghost Rider and some X-Men pieces, and you still can see some enough space. And even in the pedestal, you can also see enough space. He also did a very good job with cable management because there's no any dangling wires around in his collection. For the boxes, it seems like he's storing it in the garage, and for the switch out, it seems he uses like a gun box to hold all the switch outs with the nice foams in it. So it's really well kept. So to tap it up, he also adds automation to his setup to, I guess, play around with the lighting and all the scheduling, and also basically to save electricity bill as well. And this is all this setup in his beautiful Neverland, one of my favorites in the collection community. So last but not the least is my setup, the NCHANZPLACE. I also use IKEA bestas and IKEA dioders for my setup for the lighting. The lighting has two types of IKEA dioder, which is the multicolored ones and also the ambient ones. I use legs, as you notice, for my IKEA bestas, so that I can tuck in inside or underneath the wirings, because I also use smart plugs to also automate my lighting as well, to basically have a schedule and turn off and on my lights. And as you also notice, I mostly have Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. I do have some few random pieces like Red Sonja, and Lady Death, but mostly it's Marvel, Star Wars, and DC. I also have this in my centerpiece, the Hot Toys Batman collection as well. You notice in the main view is the Marvel line, mostly the X-Men, and on top are the pieces that have light up feature, which is mostly my Star Wars and the maquettes, because the outlets are also on top, so I placed them there to easily connect them. In the right side, you can actually see the Spider-Verse of mine. They will grow. I've got the Venom Prime 1 and also the how is it, Carnage sideshow, and all other pieces that are coming for the Spider-Verse. I placed them there. And the left side, you also notice that I have a DC and any other stuff like the Red Sonja, the He-Man line, and also Illidan. So here I place anything that is also really good to be included in my collection. So as always, the dark side of this hobby is where to place those boxes, those big boxes. For me, I place them beside the staircase where I can stack them up going high, and it won't consume a lot of space and in our apartment as well, and also place them behind the cabinets. And for the switch outs, I do have this glis from IKEA, which I recently found, and I also use some Muji, and I place some foam inside, so that when it doesn't really have problems when I move them. So the next part of my collection is the bedroom side, wherein I place here only the prime ones. I line them up. I'm planning to get just the Arkham line. And you also notice here that in the IKEA bestas, I also place here the switch outs and some parts of my PC and also some gadgets as well. So as you also notice, I have art prints here, and I'm also using Philips Hue because I really like playing around the color and I really like to have a scene, and I also like the mood also changing based on the lighting as well. Here I also have my gaming setup, my photography setup, which is Alfred. I named my PC as Alfred as well. So this is NCHANZPLACE. I hope you learned something from my setup, and I hope you enjoyed. So before we end the episode, Blue actually updated his collection setup, adding lights on the top shelves. Now you can see the lighting is more evenly lit, and it also emphasizes this time the top shelf collectibles. This is Project Neverland. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the collection and also learned from them. Thank you for the contributors. You can also contribute by sending me through email in the description below. Try to subscribe for more videos, not just collection setups but also reviews. So see you next time, and see you in the next episode of Project Neverland.